Hey everybody, welcome to Planetary Awareness. I'm Dave Mascatello here to give you a little farm tour update for the fall. We've been extremely busy. A lot of things have been happening here. I just purchased the property next door, another 5 acres of beautiful land. And I've just been super busy moving, and my music business has been very busy. So I don't do these videos too often, but thanks for chiming in and checking out this video. So we'll show you what's growing on here in the food forest. So the Concord grape has been doing well, climbing up this arbor here. I actually got to eat some grapes off it. Literally just planted it a couple months ago. These things grow fast. This sweet bagel peach was, just a little stick when I planted it in the spring. And now it's huge. I had some old spices in my spice racks and I just kind of threw them down there as compost. Maybe help keep insects away too. Catnip has been great. If you don't know about catnip, it's a wonderful herb, great for sleep, relieving anxiety, and it's just awesome. Make tea with it. You could even smoke it if you wanted. But yeah, it's great. Got a great fragrance. It's awesome. Look at this spider here. I mean, this thing is just protector of the garden. It's actually called a garden spider. Totally harmless, but eating all the insects, keeping a balance here. We're still getting a good amount of tomatoes. These are Sun Golds. You want to try one, Boris?
Yeah.
So, yeah, these are just amazing.
Very good
I love
flavor.
those. They're continuing to produce. Probably one of the first ones we got to eat back in May. And now it's just keeps going and going. So yeah, the cinnamon basil is still rocking. This sage variety, the hummingbirds love. Let's see, arugula in here. Arugula flowers are quite nice. Aubrey, you want to try?
Sure.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Look at these flowers over here of the cinnamon basil. The flowers are actually edible and they're quite good. So nice. Just add them to your salad or whatever. Behind the cinnamon basil, the holy basil is growing. The holy basil, I actually didn't plant. It just seeded itself. Extremely good for relieving anxiety, sleep, just overall digestive issues can help with. Detoxifies the body. It's great. A lot of these tomatoes are just kind of falling over and going wild. I mean, I haven't really had time to get in here and properly prune them and stake them, but they're still producing. That's the blueberry tomato. If you see right here, we got some issues. We have chickens that are coming in here and basically digging up everything, which can in one way be good because they're getting some of the grubs and stuff we don't want, but they are getting the worms, which we do want in here, and they're also making it a mess, and weed seeds are getting sprouted. But we're gonna get some proper fencing up for the chickens soon. Pineapple sage is still rocking. This is just amazing. Peppers galore. I mean, I think these are the Midnight Dream peppers. It's nice to have different colors. Nasturtiums are going. Edible flowers, really peppery. As you can see, the pink celery is going. A little bit bitter right now, but I have a feeling it might get sweeter as it cools down. You know, that happens a lot with these plants, especially the kales and the carrots and things of that nature. So we'll see. We're still getting squash, zucchini. Look at this one. I haven't even been out here to pick it. Jeez. Ah. Yeah, I mean, just abundance. I usually like to pick them smaller than that, but we also got these lemon squashes. Oops, gotta pull out a maple tree. Can't have trees growing. We got enough fruit trees growing. Lemon squashes are quite nice. You can eat those raw, really sweet. Another problem with the chickens coming in here is you can't plant seeds. I mean, they just dig everything up. But it'll be okay. I got my own property now where I can do my own gardens. And eventually we'll have the chickens in the pen with the proper fencing. Back there, asparagus is rocking, producing lots of foliage to make those roots stronger. Parsley. You got some purple jalapenos here next to tomatillos. In fact, we should make a salsa tomorrow. We got tons of tomatillos. That'll be good with our tortillas. Like, as you can see, some of these pluot trees are just blowing up. I'm excited to actually get in here and prune it and shape it nicely. You know, strawberries are still sending out runners, and purple strawberries. We got the buttery popcorn plant,
Oh, that's my
which is
favorite
just
smell.
amazing smell. Whew, literally smells like you're in a movie theater.
Yep. That's a cool one.
These broccolis, we should be getting, I thought they were broccolis. Maybe they're just kales. But either way, you can eat the leaves. I really need to get in here and start juicing. I mean, I could juice so much. But hopefully there's some broccolis that poke out here soon. They're all doing better because we've got some insects damaging, but it's gotten cooler, so there's less of that. As you can see, the sunflowers are wrapping up. The Mongolian giant here. Gotta be like 15 feet tall or something, you know, at its peak. Maybe 12, 13. But yeah, it really is a forest in here, food forest. Yeah, some of these trees, I gotta get in here and really take care of some of them. Paint them would be good. With organic paint to kind of seal the bark from any insects getting in those cracks. As you can see, we got these guinea hens going wild. There's lots of chickens back there. We got sheep. Yeah, some of these apricot trees. Is this an apricot? Yeah, Montrose apricot. I gotta kind of trim. I should trim this actually now, so that it creates some fruit spurs. We got a monster watermelon over here I can show you.
Several.
This is probably the biggest one at the moment growing. This is called a moon and I believe it's a moon and stars, but I don't see many stars on it. That one, you can see, has got a lot of stars on it. This might actually not be a moon and stars. I don't know. We'll find out. Asian pear was doing really well. We got like a whole bunch of pears off it this year. But yeah, you know, all these trees, stone fruits are doing well. Obviously there's lots of weeds in here, but we'll clean all this up. I mean, there's watermelons sprawled out everywhere.
The wood chips help a lot.
Yeah, wood chips help, that's for sure. Take you over the jujube. Not many people know what a jujube is. They think of it as candy or something. But this is an edible fruit, and I found one right here, dangling down. These are like apples when you eat them. They're crunchy, but let me see.
How's that?
A little underripe, but the texture is really good. It doesn't really have the sweetness yet. But if you can imagine a crunchy with sweetness.
No much.
This is the passion flower. These are really nice to actually eat. Really medicinal. And we got fruits.
Yeah, down there.
You see some?
Yep.
Yeah, fruits. Passion fruit,
Couple
little ones. Yeah, hopefully we get some of those.
down there, yeah, quite a bit. Some of these.
Honeydews, yeah, honeydews.
What was that one again?
That's a thimbleberry.
Oh, okay.
Seems to be doing well. Shall we go to the other food forest real quick?
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, so we're here over by the figs, and they've been doing quite well. One thing I did is I pinched some of the tops here to help lignify the branches, which means that they actually become solid so that they can maybe survive the winter. And I've been picking some figs here and there. You know, hopefully some of these ripen. I have a feeling there's going to be quite a bit that don't ripen, but it's all good. These trees are all super young, and I'm like learning slowly, but I mean they all look healthy, and most of all of them are doing well. There's a few that may have died, but anyway, we'll come back to them and look to cover them for the winter to protect them. Here's a sign we got for organic land. The moringa has been amazing. I've been eating this thing every day. Super healthy, green, high in protein, minerals, and just great. No bugs bother it. It's cool that we can grow it here in Virginia. You know, basically as an annual, but maybe there's a way to overwinter it. We'll see. Yeah, it's kind of a jungle in here. I really haven't had time to be in the garden much lately. There's butternut squash that I didn't even plant growing, and I'll tell you, the peppers are just amazing how many we're getting. These are all bell peppers, and they're just every day we're picking, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bell peppers, which is just awesome. But yeah, we're starting to plant for the fall now and the winter. So we got some broccolis and different things going here, cauliflowers, kales, sugar snap peas along the fence. I'll take you over to my favorite okra, because that here in Virginia, it's kind of a staple crop. It's extremely reliable. It loves the hot humidity. And I'll show you my favorite variety. This is called the Star of David. You see how easy that comes off? And it's delicious. Raw. Okra. Here we got different lettuces and broccolis and cauliflowers and amaranth and sugar snap peas, which are like the best. Really looking forward to those. So sweet. Unfortunately, this was not a year for corn. I did get at least 3 dozen ears this year, but there's just a pollination problem. I think because I planted them in rows. They don't do so well in rows. They do better in like squares or like crisscross patterns, and then they pollinate each other better that way. At least that's what I did last year, and it was really productive and really good. So yeah, all those okras are just, I'm coming out here every other day and picking them. And a lot of the persimmons in this food forest are doing well. There's even some little pawpaw babies. This is called the Potomac pawpaw. Seems to like it over here. Some of them are not doing so well. We just got back from foraging pawpaws today. Maybe we'll throw in a little clip or a picture for you. Also, I'll throw in a little clip of myself eating a fig. One of the biggest figs we got here this year. Here's some pumpkins going wild. They're called sugar pie pumpkins. So this is gearing up. It's starting to change color a little bit. So there's one over there even more ripe. But yeah, there's all kinds of watermelons in here. Honeydews. And there's cantaloupes. You just tug a little bit on the cantaloupe. If it doesn't come right off, it's not ready. I'm checking these. Yeah, they're getting really close, but not quite there. I'll show you a watermelon, I guess, on how to tell if it's ripe. So if you come in here, I'll show you. There's this little curly Q right where the stem is, this guy. It's starting to shrivel up a little bit, but it's got to go all the way down to the end, to the stem, and become totally dry and brown. And then that's how I gauge it. And I've been doing that this year, and every time they've been ripe and good. Watermelons, we've gotten, I don't know, 60, 70 watermelons maybe this year so far. Quite a bit. I did try to grow 15 varieties, so and I planted quite a bit. But yeah, that's these two food forests. I didn't show you some other sections. We don't really have time, but it's just beginning. You know what? Why don't we go to the property real quick and I'll show you what we're working with in the future.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are at the property that I just bought with the house, and we're on 5 acres here. So let's just walk down. You can see, you know, there's no fruit trees except for some pawpaws in the woods, wild. Just totally grass up in here. I'm gonna be a grass hole for a little bit. But hopefully, eventually this will all be covered in chips or something. Really don't want to be mowing all this lawn and have a monoculture of grass. But it's certainly just wide open when you come down here. Lots and lots of space. So yeah, we're thinking a greenhouse and a huge food forest. And I don't have to do anything right away. I can just start with a little herb garden in the front. You know, I got the food forest next door already going. In fact, I got to continue to maintain that and to finish what I started over there. So I don't have to rush into this back here. I got plenty of time. It's not going anywhere. I got to first take care of the household and make sure I pay the mortgage and all that sort of stuff first and build the foundation, and then over time we'll build this out into food forests. And the last thing I want to show you is a pond, so we'll go down there real quick. So here we are at the pond, and to me it's like already pretty beautiful. You know, kind of wild in a way. It was a man-made pond, but it's kind of gone wild, and there's all kinds of turtles, big snapping turtles, and frogs living in here. And it's got a lot of potential to really make it even more beautiful, and over time we will do that. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and we'll keep you updated. You know, maybe at least once a month we'll try to do a video, and maybe even do more later on. Right now we're focused on building the foundation here and taking care of the big things, and we want to bring you along. So thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Peace. Check this wonderful fig out we just picked. Oh! Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. All right, cut it.